Hello and welcome to Uli Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Aquarius. If Aquarius is your solar, lunar, ascendant / rising sign, then this is a message for you. All right, let's get started. Okay, let's see what these tea leaves have to say tonight, Aquarius. And our card for tonight is the Lovers. And this is all about that kind of unification of opposites. It's about love. It's about union. It's about marriage, creation. The mysteries of the universe kind of working their magic. And, kind of the secrets of how all things are woven together. All right. It's getting late here. I'm pretty tired today, I have to say. It was not too warm this weekend. I did a lot of yard work. And then today it got so hot. It's just, I think it's maybe like almost 30 degrees warmer than it was yesterday. And I just was out doing stuff today too, and I feel like my brain is fried from being in the sun. All right, so let me do this reading for you. Okay, so this is a really, interesting formation, and most of the bowl is right here, and it kind of all goes together. Now, we have what looks like some kind of beast, right? The body, the tail kind of going up there. It almost looks like the tail is made of fire. And standing on top of it, we have some kind of, it looks like a person with maybe a dress or some kind of apron or robe. Their head is right here in this metaphysical zone. They are holding in either hand an M and an E. Okay, so it looks like me, or it could be M-E, maybe initials, maybe a sacred word. This reminds me so much of that kind of Babylon, kind of the goddess in red motif archetype. This is the kind of related to that original primal, primitive woman, feminine archetype. This could be, also called Lilith, relating to a more biblical strand. And this is kind of that concept of a woman, a feminine being who has access to all of the elements. They are alive, empowered. She is fully awakened. She is self-possessed. Just a force to be reckoned with. And she, if you don't know the mythology of Lilith, she was before of Eve, as a partner to Adam, and didn't work out. Okay. So then Eve, was created. But Lilith still exists, and it is kind of sometimes used as this kind of, sultry, vampiric, succubus. I always mix them up, incubus or succubus. I think succubus is the feminine. Kind of a night visitor that feeds off the vitality of men, right? A woman that will ruin you. But, you know, ultimately this is a being that is uncontrollable. No other person has domain over them. This is an actualized feminine goddess, right? And also, you know, the kind of the archetype that takes in the wounded, the lost, those who seek, you know, the divine light so that they also may become realized, usually depicted as other feminine beings, okay? Riding in on the beast, you know, and this is kind of, you know, possessing the ability to master animals, to master, I guess, other people, but also, again, these elemental things coming together, the fire, the water, the air, the earth, you know. And so there is in a being like this a consciousness that is well, it's dangerous, right? But so profound that you know, there's no other kind of love than this kind of love, than this kind of knowing. You can only meet your equal. There's no gratification in anything less than, right? And I feel like almost, and we have these flowers here, I feel this sense of wherever you walk, flowers kind of grow beneath your feet. You are a life bringer. You are somebody who does not judge others. You're cautious, you're discerning, right? But you don't judge others for things that most people would. I think that you are attracted to the misfits, the outsiders, the people on the fringe. You are probably one of them in some ways. So you're good at helping build communities, making people feel welcome. But you're also very much a solitary person. You like to be with your animals in nature. You like the solitude, but you have no difficulty walking between both a social community setting and the solitude. I also think that you are good at helping. Maybe you're a matchmaker. You are somebody that, you know, you help people find their confidence. I think that you will not mislead anybody, but you're good at kind of talking people up, gassing them up, right? And I think probably one of the most beautiful qualities that you have is this understanding of radical self-love. You don't just put it on for like social media. You don't play it up for people when they're watching. You are somebody who really takes care with yourself. You love yourself. You love all of yourself, even for, you know, the flaws. Maybe even more for the flaws. You're very unique. And I feel like there is a sense of sweetness rising in your life, almost like a soft embrace from the universe. I think that you feel very dynamic and whole right now. You know, you've been knocked around a little bit in life, but you have always gotten back up. And, you know, with a brave and true heart, met every challenge face to face. Okay? And I think that you are creating real magic. You are doing beautiful things, things that are, you know, otherworldly, enchanting. I think people look to you and they see something beyond their comprehension. They're drawn to you. But again, I think that you have to be discerning, and you are, right? People like you, I think you attract sometimes broken, sometimes dangerous people. I think a lot of times in life, when you are somebody who is a healer, a world creator, somebody who is very desirable for a variety of reasons, somebody who has the capacity to love in a very real way, true way, draw in people who think that they want that in their life, but when they're confronted with it, it really kind of shines a light on their own, you know, their own traumas, their own fractured being, their hurts, they're, you know, maybe not cultivated in ways that they wish they were, and also reactionary, maybe unwell in some way, whatever it is, and then they lash out, right? They want to punish you for being something that they wish they were, or something they wish they could obtain. They want to own you, you know, put you in a cage, this kind of thing. And unfortunately, I think that happens a lot with people who are spiritual workers, healers, you know, magicians, occultists, whatever, esoteric practitioners. You just happen to attract these kinds of people. And so you must be careful with yourself. You must mind yourself and keep your, you know, life protected, keep yourself protected. All right. So we also have, it looks like a deer, and then we have some different birds. Okay, and we have a little squirrel here. A nice little squirrel. So I feel like this is a very serene scene. We have a beautiful deer, a most sacred being, abundance, health, contemplation, a thing that you follow into the woods, right? Brings you into that enchanted place, that place that you know so well. It feels like home in that in-between, doesn't it? We have these birds. These birds, this one looks like it's getting ready for some kind of change, migration. We have others that look like they're maybe not moving too much, maybe sitting in the trees, watching. A lot of different little thoughts coming and going. And then we have our squirrel, who is preparing for the next season, out there doing the work, putting away for those cold nights, right? So I think there's a lot of preparation for the next cycle that will be coming. I think you're fortifying yourself. I think you are, you know, putting away a little extra here and there when you can, and getting ready to, You know, hop into that airstream and get on to the next. I don't think that'll be a bad thing for you. A little bit of a departure from where you've been. There's a lot of power here. You're remembering yourself. And that makes me really happy. Hopefully it makes you happy as well. All right, let's see what we have down here. Ooh, I just spilled tea on myself. Okay, so we have a little owl sitting here, and we have kind of this, and it seems like a series of events happening. I don't think you're involved. I think you are witnessing this, and it really is just something. I feel like it just reinforces where you're at. Kind of the sense of I want to remain uninvolved, right? Thanking the universe that you are not part of this, whatever it is. It seems like it's something that is kind of a bit rocky, okay? And I think that, you know, unfortunately, this is just something that is happening parallel to your life, and you are taking information from it, and you will be transmuting it into deeper wisdom. I don't think it's the most comfortable thing, but I don't think that it necessarily directly affects you any way besides maybe emotionally, intellectually. I think as far as, you know, home, body, finances, all of that is good. Okay, so you know, just keep your eye out, and you know, don't stay in your own lane, I guess, and don't get involved. This is not the one for you, okay? Now I'm gonna go ahead and pick a card from this Indigo Sage Affirmation cards deck. Okay, and these ones are pretty. They're the purple and blue, and they're related to the air signs. I think the last ones we did, the Bohemian ones, were the fire signs. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take this and kind of go along here. Oh, yes. We have a little bee, we have a little daisies. We're gonna go ahead and flip it. It says, you know in your heart, surrender to behold every moment in joyful agreement with everlasting life. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think that, you know, you're really good at this. I think you're really good at having the big moment, right? But you're also good at tempering yourself, letting go of the chaos of, you know, emotions that maybe, you know, get you into a place of spiraling. I think you are good at surrendering and finding those little kind of fragments of beauty and in all of the stuff, right? Not just the silver lining. I think you know that woven into the troubles are blessings. And there's joy to be found everywhere. It's just a matter of rearranging your perception, working on how your body is feeling. When we have a lot of trauma going on, upset, you're not feeling well emotionally, it makes it hard Makes it really hard to find any kind of joy. But even your body, I mean, your body feels like it's in peril as well. So I think that the sense of surrendering to, you know, the vastness of being, that's when we kind of let go of some of that stress we hold in our bodies, and those little moments of joy slip in. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and thank you so much for spending this time with me. It is always such an honor to be able to bring these messages to you. I'm starting to get sing-songy, so you know I'm going to bed soon. But I want to ask you if you would be willing to help support the channel in a couple of different ways, maybe 1 or 2 different ways. You can, if you would be so kind as to like the video. That's the number one. If you would do that, that would be great. On top of that, some of these other things, you don't have to, but of course you don't have to do anything I ask, but it does help the channel. Watching the readings from the beginning to the end, sharing the link on other social media platforms to your friends or whoever. If you haven't subscribed, please think about doing that. You can hit the little bell. It will let you know when the next videos are coming out. So between now and the next Aquarius, you can watch your other placements, your solar, lunar, ascendant / rising, your Venus, and do cross-watching, which is when you watch for your loved ones, your children, significant other, somebody you have a crush on, whatever. Kind of just see what's going on in their life as well. And if you want to leave a comment, please do. I love hearing from you all. It's probably my favorite part of the channel. I love reading the comments. I love hearing about your lives. I love hearing how you're feeling, what's going on, what resonates in these readings, what you're thinking about, you know, all that stuff. It makes me feel so much closer to you. And that is truly a blessing for me. Okay. All right. I'm going to pack myself up and take these cats to bed. They're already sleeping. All right. I want to thank you, and we'll talk in just a few days.